Another thing that I want to talk is about how social media influence your confidence. Because, for example, in social media, like everything that you see is amazing. Like amazing musician, amazing stunts, anything. Like everything
Perfect
is
bodies,
great.
just
Yeah.
perfect bodies. Yeah, they just say how it is.
Everything is so great. So now there is a problem with that because if you don't realize that real life is not like that. Like for example, if I'm learning how to play the guitar, I'm not going to be a super player in a week. I think it's more important to acknowledge the process of learning something than just the product. Maybe I can play a song on the guitar, but it's not as great as something that I see on Facebook. Many people don't realize that. Maybe you guys do, but many people don't. And I think that is, for that reason, for me, the internet in some way, social media is like an illusion paradox. Because if you don't realize that, you're going to be on big problems. So yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree that for whatever reason, people don't like sharing the process of growing. I think that's not necessarily a social media thing. I think that's always been the case, but social media really amplifies it because that's where you get the quote never show work in progress. And like most artists, for example, they will never show a piece until it's completely done.
Yeah.
Maybe some musicians will not show you a song until it's completely composed.
Yeah.
But I think the problem with social media is that it really does focus us to have an inclination towards instant gratification.
Yeah.
And so like we think that if we practice for 3 hours, we should be just as good as this one guy who has been practicing for 20 years.
Right.
But he'll put on Instagram that he's only been a musician for 5. And you really don't know. And so I think with social media, we just taught people that everything should be quick, everything should be fast, especially as technology gets quicker, transportation gets quicker, and we just sort of divert our attention away from the process and more from the product.
Yeah.
I have to like disagree with that because I have seen a lot of videos where let's say one girl says my 1 year progress on playing guitar.
Yes,
There have been a lot of videos of that where the girl like does a little twinkle twinkle little star on her guitar and then she's playing AC/DC. You know,
I have never seen a video like that actually.
They're actually pretty famous.
Yeah, for the violin.
And there are a few let's say bands that they'll put a hashtag TBT or hashtag backstage BTS behind the scenes. And a lot of people do love, especially the fans, they love seeing the process of it because it sort of gives them like an update, like yeah, we are working on something. So I guess in some way the behind the scenes people like that sort of thing, and people do like the process because we're naturally curious people, so I don't think that would be a problem. They do show it. Now I do have to agree that per se social media, or let's say the viewers, emphasize more the product than the progress.
The product.
But it is still there. It's just naturally the audience will lean to the product because they don't want to go through 9:53 minutes of progress.